I've got to say I didn't set out to write a book about depression, least of all a funny book. It just sort of evolved really. It was during the early days of my recovery. A lot of people were suggesting that I ought to keep a diary. Now I've been actually privileged to read some people's diaries, and well, yes, there were some amazing insights, but an awful lot of it was drivel. But that's not to undervalue the importance of that exercise for those individuals. I guess it just wasn't something for me. But I did want to set down some of the crazy things that were happening to me, like the white lizard suddenly appearing. And I needed to unscramble the emotions I was going through. Right from the start, I knew I was writing something for me to eventually draw. And I think that whole comic book writing process of stripping away words, honing things down, being concise, helped me get to the core of what was going on and of how I was feeling. Getting back to the drawing board was also very cathartic, excellent medicine. It seemed to be somewhere where I could get away from myself, where I could find sanctuary, if you like, if that makes any kind of sense. After about a year, I had a look at all the bits and bobs that I had been producing and realised that I had the makings of a book. Knocking it into a book was a whole other journey. There were things missing, like I had to relive my breakdown for a start. Never an easy thing. And there were things that I wanted to write about: the big bad world, the mental health system. That's why there are those two big chunks on China. And I wanted to write about families and the real heroes of mental distress. All those people who wake up one morning and discover that their loved one has gone wacko. In the book it's Judy, for example. And then there were things I wanted to write that didn't happen to me, but had happened to other people. And that's when I decided to make it only semi-autobiographical. Yeah, I think I'm proud of the book. I'm really pleased that it's been well received. I'm pleased that people feel that the message is you will survive. But I have to say that when I look at it, there are pages that, well, they could have been a lot better. Yeah. I've written and drawn hundreds of comic pages in my time, but nothing quite like this. A lot of the techniques that I used for educational and agitprop comics, I couldn't use in this, or if I did, I had to really tone them down. So I was on a bit of a learning curve. I had to find new ways of saying what I wanted to say. And I had to develop a new language, if you like, narrative, dramatic comic language. It's not something that you use a lot in agitprop comics. So that's why some of the pages are a bit naff really, but hey, who knows? Hopefully the next one will be so much better.